Thank you for your patience. We are back with the crew and landing on the beach of Hecatha. So, give me your final crew makeup that are going to be landing on the beach.
All right. Well, there's the four of us who are here playing today. So Ace, Axel, Astral, Win, or Carrie. We want to leave Von Bibbidi behind to kind of take guard of Zominius, and we want to bring along McKevin and Veena in our exploration of the Fang to find the adamantine asteroid.
Yeah, and Axel makes it pretty clear that he's not trying to hide his suspicion of McKevin. So he's just like, McKevin, you're with us. I'm watching you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for looking after me. I appreciate that.
I guess being the most charismatic, I would kind of try to smooth over and be like, McKevin and Veena, you are the most promising of our other crew. We're gonna need you on the ground with us. You are the most capable.
You have a lot of potential.
You're crucial to the success of this mission. We're gonna become agents when we.
I don't trust you.
You see, McKevin's getting built up now. Veena's I don't care what you think of me. I'm gonna have my own crew and my own ship.
Right, that's fine.
It's gonna be the only time we're working together. It's just because it's an exam, so just don't get all whatever.
That's what I want to hear.
Okay.
Honestly, Veena, we haven't talked much. The sooner I don't talk to you anymore, the better. So let's get on with the mission.
We can agree on that.
Cool.
The rope ladder unfolds. One by one, you descend onto the very small beach. The tide's quite high, so it's wet sand, and then it's immediately the rocks at the base of the mountain. Now that you're all outside, you have a much better visual on your immediate surroundings than you had down in the dock or looking out the windows. So you can see.
I tell you, I've tried to spell Hecatha 5 different ways, and before you showed it to us, there was none of that one.
I didn't know how it was.
It's cold. You can feel immediately the pinch of the cold. It looks visually kind of like tropical sea, but it's cold. You're off very, very far away from the sun, and it's dark. So there's a constant night, basically. Daytime is basically like a bright, starry night in Hecatha. So, as far as the sounds, there's just the gentle lapping of the waves on the beach. There's some seabirds calling, swooping, diving for food out in the deep waters. You can see the sun as the brightest star in the sky. Moon-like, you might say, moon-like size, but a cold yellow. And you can look up and see the blemish on the face of the spindle where you notice that it must have struck at great speed. And the huge indentation that's kind of followed its roll down the mountain toward the shore, leaving kind of melted rock in its wake. So it kind of disappears from view, that turret over the rocks. So you kind of have a pretty clear idea. We need to head over those rocks and take a look. So how do you organize yourselves?
Axel will be out in front. Me shield,
I feel like Astria would be trying to kind of do a flanking scouting kind of thing, try to see if there's anyone along our edges or basically like provide an extra point of view before the main party.
Okay.
I'm also fast and pretty. Might want to do the same, just on the flank or straight ahead.
Okay, so 2 roving on the flank.
Right.
Axel
Yeah.
leading the way. Where's Dr. Carey putting herself?
It sounds like directly behind Axel and trying to look as small as possible.
Okay, and where do you want McKevin to be? He's going to be shoulder to shoulder with Dr. Carey, unless I'm told otherwise.
No, I'm done with that.
And where do you want Veena? Directly behind you?
Yeah, I guess she'll take up the rear. What does she do? What is her, like, Vegasly, what do we have an idea what her class is?
You can see that she's got a sword on her hip.
Okay.
She is well built, very athletic looking, very balanced movements. So she looks like someone who knows how to handle a sword.
I mean, she did try to fight Axel. She's ballsy, if nothing else.
It's true.
Okay, so as you're heading over the rocks, making sure that there's no dangers going to catch you unawares, there are a number of things that you begin to notice now that you're looking in another direction on the ocean. There's a large crack in the sky that when you're looking out to sea, you don't notice it till you're like directly looking at it, but there's a crack in the sky. And through the crack, there's ocean, but there's some kind of like, it seems to be almost like on a different level, like slightly higher up. And right on the edge of that crack, there's a trimaran, visibly like surging through the waters towards this crack, towards the beach. And above the trimaran is, am I pronouncing this correctly? Dirigible, like a little kind of like, yep, dirigible.
Like a Zeppelin.
Yeah, like a
Zeppelin kind of
little
deal.
mini
Yeah.
homemade Zeppelin being pulled by a rope behind this trimaran. And there are like lines, white lines in the water, what seems to be a swarm of riders mounted on what might be like water horses. But there's like belching thick smoke coming out the back of these water horses. And very, very far in the distance behind them, there seems to be like a man-made atoll, which is also belching a column of black smoke in the sky as though it's like exploded or something terrible has happened there. It's just like must be a huge fire there, some sort. And there's a moment of a glinting white bone that emerges from the sea and completely swallows this atoll whole in one bite and then disappears underneath the water.
All right.
With
Sorry.
carry on. Yes.
This is pretty dumb. I can imagine Carrie and McKevin are standing there. They're looking around. They're pointing up in the sky. She's looking over there. They're pointing. They're both looking together. And as they're looking up at the sky, Carrie just leans over and says, "McKevin, did you do it? I believe whatever your answer is."
You're trying to surprise him? All right. Have another crack at
Her mind just drifted. Her mind just that's just out of it.
You've caught him off guard, so I'll say your intimidation attempt this time has advantage because nobody was expecting that.
Great. I like it. All right, this is an intimidation. All right, that's a 23 on intimidation.
Yes, it was me, but I didn't mean to kill him. I only meant to hurt him.
It's
What a twist!
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah.
Right. Critical one.
You think you caught him off guard. You think you made him just spill the beans.
Kevin, I respect your honesty.
I feel so much
That's all for
better.
now.
I feel so much better.
I'm not
Yes.
close enough to hear this.
But maybe we should focus, because the Tyrant ship. You said you saw a Tyrant ship. Is that what you were talking about down in the dock? That we need to do this quickly?
Yes, we should keep. She puts her arm around. It feels very good to say that. Yes, we need to keep going. You're right.
All right. So as you come over the rock,
So now I interrupted your epic description. So there we go.
you can see on the other side of the rocks that the 15-foot wide kind of like melted rock trail from its impact above comes to rest not far from another beach. However, where the ground is marked by the resting spot burned into the rock of this adamantine meteorite that on impact must have been searing hot, there is no meteorite in the middle of this crater. It's an empty crater. However, there seem to be heavy footprints around the crater, which are visible in the softer parts near the beach, because it's right holed up in the sand, and you can see some large footprints in the sand.
Could I make a survival roll to see
Absolutely.
if I basically want to tell if they are like going in a certain direction and potentially carrying something heavy in that direction?
Go for it.
That is a 16 total.
Yes, effectively, these footprints must be of some large giant type creature, possibly an ogre from your experience. And they do change the depth. They have picked up something very heavy, and those heavy steps have left scuffs, and there have been drops that have scuffed the stone in a certain direction, heading back towards the spire, where you actually notice a gap in the rocks that likely is the mouth of a cave.
All right. I think we got ourselves a big one. Possibly some kind of ogre, though I do not want to extrapolate that, given we are on a floating disc of water with a giant rocky spire. So, be on your guard, because he probably got the comet. And we gotta take a look in that cave, I guess. And she's gonna point the way towards the cave.
Would it help if I snuck in and ran back? Like, just see what we're dealing with?
Might not be a bad idea. Give us a better idea of what's going on.
Yeah, I would like to stealth ahead.
Okay. Sure. Give me a...
Axel, Jacob. Axel,
Yeah, 18.
mouth of the cave.
Okay. So you head down a wide passage that opens into a large, rough chamber with a sunken floor. And you can see that there is a misshapen, oblong lump of metal sitting in the middle of the chamber. There's a silver light streaming down onto this piece of metal, illuminating it from what seems to be a hole in the cavern ceiling, which makes it kind of shine like this dark blue color. And near the meteorite, floating on either side of it, are two identical creatures. Each one is a slimy green orb with a large central eye and four writhing eye stalks that are peering at this chunk of metal. On surrounding the floating orbs are about 6 smaller creatures that are similar in shape at least, but about the size of a grapefruit, just floating near them. And sitting on a shelf that's raised up about 5 feet higher than the cave floor is a huge yellow-skinned ogre with just one eye in the middle of its head. The ogre looks completely bored, yawning, and blinking in a slow kind of nod, trying not to fall asleep. That's what you're seeing.
All right. I'm definitely gonna back out slowly, shadows, and go report back.
In the meantime, this trimaran is it's kind of come through this crack in the sky, and it's headed toward the beach, pulling this dirigible in the air behind it, with these water horses with black smoke getting closer moment by moment.
Ooh. Oh, wait, is that the Mercane?
It's somebody coming after this thing, definitely.
Do we know, like, does the Mercane have, like, do their ships have, like, an insignia on them, or could identify what this ship is?
You'd be asking Estria that information, and Estria would report back that the only drawings that were in the notebook with the Mercane was actually a sketch of the spelljamming helm, not of any guild mark or like organization symbol associated with them.
Okay.
You don't have very much information about them at the moment.
Right. So Carrie's still standing there with her arm around McKevin, saying, well, that ship is worrisome, but that ship might be full of the, who we're supposed to, talk about, and see if we hear the about, so we've got to keep an eye on them, but we might need to talk to them.
That's really difficult to understand. Could you say that again, please?
Well, it ain't gonna do us no good to stand around holding the thing they want, so we may as well get to stepping. Set ourselves up to be in the right position when things go down in there, if you feel me. We got the opportunity here. Nobody knows where exactly we are. We can communicate to Zominius to get someplace safe for the time being, and prepare an ambush.
The plan is to dive inside of this cave and start duking it out?
Oh, no. We are going to wait for someone else to start duking it out. And then, once the Mercane eventually come around to intervene, we assist them in cleaning up and say, oh, hey, by the way, we'd like to join up and,
but we don't.
Ourselves.
We don't want
Astral listens to this and is like, what are you talking about? That's not the mission. We're here for the adamantine.
Maybe we can see who
I didn't know
said
that was the mission. Who told you about the Mercane?
Listen, this is
What are you guys talking about?
Classified to each and every one of yous until such time as I can tell you more. For now, you ain't gonna talk about shit, and you're gonna follow my orders. Now,
wait,
to the rest of yous.
Wait, I think. Wait. Go ahead.
Now Axel's looking at Estria very suspiciously.
I have a plan. Okay. I have a plan. We get in there. We get the adamant. We get the stone. Yes. We pull it out. Veena and McKevin are here. They can pull it out and put it in the ship. They want to go back to the academy anyway, so they can do that. They take the thing. They go back. They take the ship with them. We stay here. We watch the Mercane come in here, and then we get in their graces. There, we've completed the one mission. We've started the other. Do you see how this all works out?
That's a good plan. I like the plan. The plan is a
One
plan.
problem.
That's a possibility.
They're going to ask us how we got here. And when we don't have a ship to produce, they're going to get mighty suspicious.
Magic. It's just kind of waves his hand.
That's a good excuse for everything. I agree.
Did we see any like civilizations or anything on this world?
Not currently.
Okay.
Or
Sorry to interrupt.
another thing, we can sit back, watch, see who fights, and then just finish off the winner after they get softened up.
As you're saying,
It's not
see
noble, but-
who fights, you hear like explosions coming from these water horses.
Are they shooting at us?
Make an insight check.
At our ship.
Insight, not my strong suit.
I'm also going to take
Yes.
15?
You think that they
20.
are shooting at the catamaran.
Oh.
Catamaran.
Oh. So there's
Sorry, the
Or they-
but basically, essentially, it's a catamaran with like a sail.
there's
Right, so
more
it's
than
big.
two
Big
factions,
space.
or more than 3 factions. This is confusing.
Yeah, there's multiple factions coming after this shit.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can let them put hands on the asteroid. So maybe if we let them come in there, maybe the missions. Maybe we can get the one group, the return home group to extract it, while the stay here group. Well, that still is the problem. They'll see our
You kind
ship.
of see Astral. You kind of see Astral put like his hand on his great sword, and he's kind of looking at everyone in the group, Estria, Dr. Carey, and Ace, and he's like, "That's not part of the mission. What are you battling about?"
Vena's like, why are we standing here on the beach?
Yeah,
The
maybe we should
adamantine's
just...
in the cave. What are we doing here?
Right, but the cave also has an to green things that looked like our ship, and then 6 things flying around.
What? What are you? Beholders?
Yeah, is that what those are? There's a bunch of stuff flying around in there and a big ogre. But there's what, 1, 2, there's 6 of us, right?
She draws her sword.
Yeah, we can take them. All right. Yeah. To action?
Axel gives her like an approving look.
All
right.
She catches herself. She accidentally gave you like the approving look back, and then she's like,
Okay. Are we gonna do this? Draws his rapier. Charge in? Or
This is a terrible idea. Like, clearly that ogre is there to guard whatever those things are doing to the asteroid.
he was
We ain't
looking
gonna
very,
get very far.
He was looking very sleepy, disinterested. Maybe he'll be asleep and we can just be quiet. Yeah?
I ain't never been quiet in no combat. I can tell you that right now. Assassinations are one thing. This ain't no
Sometimes you have to
assassination.
get
partner.
dirty.
That's fair.
McKevin says, well, unless we want to fight on the beach with the people in the boats, they seem to have muskets. So
Right. But Kevin, you're smart. We definitely don't want to get caught in between 2 fights or 3 fights.
Look, let's just go into the rocks and then discuss this quietly in the hidden place we can find, so that we can
I can
still keep
agree
an eye on the
with.
cave.
But we shouldn't be standing here on the beach.
All right.
Let's go.
We would like to find a secret place nearby that could have a decent view of the cave to make sure, like,
Oh, so you want to like hide in amongst the rocks? Not go
Yeah.
into the cave.
yeah, we're gonna basically hide amongst the rocks, keep an eye on the cave, and discuss like what we're trying to do at this point. 'Cause there's a very divisive.
Give me a survival check to see how how good of a place you find to hide, and that will determine the difficulty of your stealth check.
That is a 10.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. So that is going to be a DC 16 to actually hide yourselves in this place.
All right.
That's the check you want from everybody?
Yep.
Oh,
Well, I'm
Jesus
sorry to
Christ.
report that this
I got
is
a nat
not
one.
my
I got a nat
okay.
one already.
I got a nat too.
60. Oh boy, how are Carrie and the huge lion man, the two that figured out how to hide?
I'm the sneakiest guy.
It's a sad showing.
Almost as sneaky.
You know, I'm really excited. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is.
Pay attention. Just stumbling on rocks.
I feel like we're just too heated and just like keep talking about like what we should be doing and like
Yeah, right.
Axel and Dr. Carey are the only ones who are paying attention because Axel's like he knows like this is dangerous and Dr. Carey's just like super danger sensitive.
And like
Think of
Veena's
the
just like
glory.
standing there going, I thought we were going to the cave. Oh, this is dumb. Not really hiding either.
Like,
So from the description, a few people went and saw these creatures in the cave. When they came back and described the floating spheres, did that sound like the size of the creatures who were like steering the ship? Like, are they, from the description, can I tell if they were the full size beholders or are they like some smaller type kin? I mean, you said there's like kin around.
Yeah,
I would describe like the size of them, like
I think beholders
Roughly
would
this
probably
big.
be. Is that nature? Arcana? Nature? Probably nature.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna say Arcana, I'm gonna pick Arcana. Nature's good.
Nature.
Right.
Nature makes sense.
Nature is fine. That is a 18 on
Yeah,
nature.
that sounds like beholder kin to you. The size of the
Okay.
amount of stalks particularly caught your attention. If that sounds like not beholders, that's beholder kin. Especially like the grapefruit,
All right.
like little ones, like
great. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, charging in might not be entirely suicidal. I don't think that those are the same creatures who say built our ship. I mean, they're like cousins, right? I mean, the big ones.
It looks like small for flying that ship. Yes.
I mean, the big ones will like disintegrate you by just looking at you. So the smaller ones must, not.
I mean, that doesn't sound good. We definitely don't want to be in between them and the guys shooting at the beach. So if we could maybe
Okay.
be quick, take one
who
side out.
failed their stealth really badly.
Oh, I had a nat one.
I had a nat too.
Ace
Well,
failed miserably.
Ace and
We
Astral,
both
as
did eight.
you stand in like the worst places to hide, you actually have a decent view of the approaching boat type situation. So you can have a perception check.
Okay.
My pleasure.
That is a 16.
And a 5. Holy terrible.
Ace is like this, you can't see me.
Standing as tall as I can.
It's a game he used to play back at Neverland.
Oh, on Captain Morgan pose, like on a rock.
Estria notices the in the dirigible, there's someone madly waving like towards the beach, like they've seen you, and it looks like a little girl. It looks like a young girl with like plaited hair, really golden, dark brown skin, like someone that is under the sun all day, every day, wearing, you can kind of pick out what seems to be type of clothing you'd wear when you're always near the beach or near the water, or really practical for swimming and being able to swim with the clothes, kind of clothes, and she seems to have like tattoos coming up over the shoulders from the back, and she's definitely like waving, trying to get your attention. There's like an old dude with like a crazy beard that's just blowing out in the wind, kind of like seemingly directing the efforts of this dirigible that's being pulled along. And there's another woman behind the little girl, kind of stoically standing there with what looks to be some type of weapon, kind of like a harpoon maybe, in her hand. But the little kid is definitely trying to get your attention.
Could I do like an insight roll to see like where she's trying to direct my attention to?
Sure.
All right. That is a 13.
You have the feeling like she's looking at you like excited, like it's me, and just really happy that she's seeing you.
I suppose if you didn't learn any Mercane insignias, you didn't Mercane like gang signs or anything you could flash.
That was not in the program, the booklet that I read. No.
Secret handshakes. All right, we'll figure it a different way. Well, I think do we agree that if we get into this cave and pull out the asteroid without a fight, would that be a good thing? I could float the asteroid, if you remember. That might help if we could get a crew to run in and just run out and hopefully not get stuck.
The best outcome if we can avoid a fight in.
How fast can a giant ogre with one eye run?
Faster than you might think.
He had long legs. Very long legs.
Do you know that girl, Estria?
Would I know that girl from some kind of check?
You have no idea why she's so happy to see you.
Mm-hmm.
All of your suppositions are going, what? What the hell?
Estria's gonna kind of look around and be like, She's gonna look at her feathers arms and be like,
Another round of musket fire. It sounds almost stronger than musket fire, actually. Like, you haven't heard, especially someone that knows guns, like, that kind of sounds like a rifle to Estria.
Folks, I don't mean to interrupt, but they may be better equipped than we are.
I think we need to go in the cave. I think we need to go in the cave and do everything we can to extract the asteroid.
I think going into the cave is putting us between a rock and a hard place without much escape route.
Well, it's slowly sitting here and doing
We're already
nothing.
in that.
Action!
But Kevin, Carrie puts her arm back around Kevin. Ready, Kevin? Are you ready to go into the breach together? We'll fight together.
Yeah, I'm ready. I think I like your plan. Your plan's the good plan.
Okay, I don't approve of your murdering of higher ups, but I do approve of your attitude right now. Let's go.
That's what counts in the long run, I think.
Wait, murdering? What? Ace wasn't there.
It was an accident.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
It was an
All right.
accident.
Yes, murder the bad guys.
Axel heard the document. He can vouch. He's the second for the evidence for evidentiary procedures later. But we don't need to talk about evidentiary rules right now.
I don't even know what that is. Let's go in the cave.
All right, you guys start heading down into this cave. What is your approach? Are you walking in, running in, or you're sneaking in at this stage? What's the plan?
I would like to sneak, to at least try to sneak.
Try to sneak is usually the best option, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone give me a try to sneak roll.
No, not one. 15.
19.
Oh, there we go. These are going to 5. It's very hard to sneak like this, Kevin, but
The universe is right again.
He's arming you. It's like, do we really need to hug?
Yeah, it's usually better if you don't link arms.
oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that means you too, Veena. Don't link up to the small arms.
McKibben's like, maybe we shouldn't be talking if we're sneaking.
Smart. He's a smart one.
Okay, so Dr. Carey and then the others hear an alien voice in your heads. Do not fear, mysterious outsiders. It is good your arrival. I am Spectator Greelob. I am having an argument with Spectator Orlob. Each of us claims the right to guard the strange meteorite that fell from the sky outside our home. But only one of us may do so. We need a neutral opinion. Come. You will decide who should guard the strange meteorite that fell in the cave just outside our home. And a similar voice follows up. Yes, good thinking, Spectator Greelob. We call upon the mysterious outsiders to mediate our dispute at once. This is all just in your head, though.
Let them fight.
Silence in the cave.
Let them fight.
Any of y'all hear that?
We can hear that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Esther's just kind of like craning her neck around. So,
Approach.
I guess stealth's not an option anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I step out of where I was trying to blend into. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and approach the blobs.
Okay, so you hear in your heads, who should guard the meteorite? Tell us, what do you think? Is it I, Spectator Greelob, who should guard the meteorite? And then the other voice says, or is it I, Spectator Orlob, who should guard the meteorite?
I'd like to whisper
Over on the raised part of the cave, the Cyclops kind of like perks up. How do each of you respond?
Yeah, was Ace saying something?
I wanted to, whisper to make everybody. Let's suggest that we guard it.
No. Look, they ain't gonna go for that, partner.
They might. We don't know.
No, they want to guard it themselves. There ain't no way they gonna give it up to someone else. I got an idea here.
Okay. You got an idea. Okay.
I'm gonna wink with my bird eye.
I feel like. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a plan?
I do.
Okay.
First, Esther is gonna ask each of them in turn, what gives them the right to guard the asteroid.
So you've gone just so we're physically all kind of like following what's happening here. You've walked out and up to them, yeah?
Yep. I would say I'm pretty much within sight and area of the light from the asteroid, but not next to it. I would say still able to run to cover, perhaps.
Gotcha. Wherever you go, McKibben will go.
All right.
Veena's gonna stick next to Axel.
I will hang back in this range. And you said there's 4 of these spectators, or just 2?
No, there's 2. There's just
okay.
2.
There's 4 of the grapefruit-sized ones.
There's 6 of the grape suits.
6, right? Okay. Right.
And then the Cyclops man. I was just saying, it seems like they want an argument. Maybe if we present, just let us walk over. They seem like those kind of guys. But I'll defer to your plan, Astria.
I think this will work, but it's about as good a shot as anything at this point. So here we go.
Hey, it's either talk or fight, right?
Yeah. So tell me, spectators, why do each of you deserve to guard the asteroid?
I must guard the asteroid, the mysterious rock, because it seems like it's very valuable. And I think I am the best person to guard something valuable because I am the most beautiful of the two. The other spectator says, yes, you are the most beautiful, but I am the most intelligent. And so I should guard the valuable treasure because someone more intelligent will not be tricked and lose the treasure.
This is true, but have you considered that someone more beautiful might throw off someone who is, say, clever enough to attempt to beguile you, and they in turn would lose to your compatriot here? Would you not say that?
You raise a valid point.
I have a possible solution here. And mind you, this is hypothetical, but what if we were to divide the asteroid? We split it into 3 parts, 2 larger and 1 smaller. We would take the smaller, given that I'm the one mediating the dispute and therefore would deserve compensation for such a position. You 2 would get the equal larger parts, of course, and then you can do with them as you will.
They both say at the same time, the treasure must not be damaged. It is beautiful,
Okay.
impeccable, untouchable.
So you agree it should not be damaged then?
Nor divided, nor broken.
Okay, so if neither one of you is truly fit to guard this rock, wouldn't you say you both have to guard the rock then?
I will not guard the rock with Greelob. I will not guard the rock with Orlob. I do not need help. I do not need help. You need help. I don't need help.
So, it would seem that your only option would be to allow a neutral third party to protect the rock for you. Seeing as how we are the ones mediating your dispute very amenably, we could take it into our custody and make sure that it comes to no harm and is forever pristinely displayed for all to see.
You, the mysterious strangers, take the beautiful, precious treasure? No. We do not trust you. We do not trust you. I do not trust you. He trusts you. I don't trust them either. Yes, you do. You trust them. I don't. You don't trust them. We don't trust you.
So you don't trust each other and you don't trust us. So where does that leave us exactly? We are exactly where we were before. If you ask me to mediate your negotiations, you must commence negotiations.
You must choose one of us. Who is more worthy, the beautiful me or the intelligent me?
Well, frankly, you both have your advantages and disadvantages. So I would say neither one of you should have it.
You hear like gunshots from the beach.
And you know what? None of them should have it either. So I propose this instead. We will help you to defend the asteroid. there is a chance it will be damaged in the fire.
Who
If it
threatens
is-
the asteroid?
Well, the ones making those sounds out there, for one.
The noisy newcomers.
Yes, you should see them. They're very greedy. They love
Oh,
shiny
man.
treasures.
They will do anything to get their hands on that rock.
We must protect.
Even just a
meteorite.
tiny fragment of it would be worth a fortune to them.
Then we must kill them as soon as they appear, without engaging in any conversation.
That
Yeah.
would be wise.
They don't seem like the talking types.
There seems to be some type of telepathic communication that you're not privy to, but they kind of like float away from the asteroid into kind of defensive positions.
Excellent.
Does the
This-
Cyclops react to any of this?
Yeah, he scratches his butt.
This bigger rock to my southeast, I guess. Is that like something I could climb up on top of?
Yeah.
Cool. I would like to go. Yeah, I'll go there.
Is it obvious that there's just one entrance into this cave?
No, there's many exits and entrances. You actually can see probably to the northeast 2 ways out of the cave if you got up onto the shelf. Behind the ogre, there's another way out of the caves there. Directly to the west, there seems to be an exit, 2 exits to the west, and then another one to the southwest. So it seems like a rabbit warren.
But the sounds are only coming from the direction we came from.
Yes, correct.
A defensive position seemed like a good idea here as well. Carrie will try to very much be out of sight of anyone who comes bursting through that door.
Okay, each of you can freely reposition yourselves right now, but
Well, at least over here.
I think I'm good here.
I want to be somewhere.
Clean line of sight to the asteroid. 0 line of sight to hordes of gun creatures. So how do you like this for a retcon? My familiar got fried 4 days ago, but we were on the ship for 4 days. Is it at all objectionable to say that in those 4 days I was able to resummon the familiar?
yes, that is fine.
Okay. I would like eyes on the sort of doorway, so I was just thinking it'd be nice if we're all hidden that we had some way of seeing what is coming, so I would like to send my little creeper to like be at the doorway to sort of look and see, you know, when people are coming in, who's coming in first. Is it the flying catamaran people or is it the chasing gun people, that sort of thing?
Okay. So you immediately see that there's a young girl followed by a stalwart woman carrying some type of harpoon, an old man with a crazy beard, and a very bronzed, muscular man of the sea with his hair swept back, kind of striding forward, leading the way.
Okay. Carrie wants to send the whisper. So you use her message cantrip before they get into the door. Use her message cantrip to sort of whisper to Estria behind the rock. Says, Estria, your girlfriend is coming. She's gonna be the first one coming in.
Oh hell. Blobby boys. I don't know who this person is, but she recognizes me. Spare the little girl at the very least. If we have to kill these people, I prefer we don't, but I will leave that up to you since this is,
Yes, leave
you
it
have
up to
claimed
us.
the
You said
asteroid.
no engaging in dialogue. We will immediately kill anyone we see.
Okay.
Thank you for your warning.
Yep. Okay. I guess that solves that, is what she's going to message back to Dr. Carey.
Right. Well, did everybody hear the telepathic conversation between Globby folks and Estria?
I didn't think so. No.
Okay.
Yep.
I prefer it that way, actually.
Okay.
All right. So about here, the man in the lead announces, "At last, we are here. The prophesied dry land under our feet. We have finally found land at the heart of Waterworld." Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
None of these guys looks like Kevin Costner.
Is this Kevin Costner?
Ooh, that's a nice
I
initiative.
don't think so.
And
Oh, Axel got a good one, too.
16?
seems so evil. Maybe pirates, but they don't seem like the real bad kind.
Axel, you see these guys walk in. They look obviously like they are constantly under the sun, which strikes you as very strange, given the distance of the sun, the coldness of the planet. You do notice that they look completely like sun creatures that live in the sun 24/7. And they're all wearing practical leather clothes that can easily adapt to swimming in the water. That's very tight fitting and only covering like the most practical parts of the body to be defensive or cover your private areas. And they are staring around the cave in wonder. Joy, just absolute joy radiates from them. What does Axel do?
Axel is actually gonna move just slightly over towards these beholderkin. He's gonna draw his great sword out, but he's gonna just prepare an action, and he's actually going to prepare an action that if the beholders start to attack these people, he's actually going to retaliate at the beholders instead.
Okay.
The spectator specifically.
Sure. Estria.
I think Estria is gonna do the same thing, to be honest.
Interesting.
I kind of like that idea, so I'm gonna go with it.
Okay, so that's with your musket?
Yep, with the musket.
So you're just turned your gun on which one?
No. Basically, what I'm doing is like I'm kind of like I've got my back against the rock, kind of like they do in the trenches in World War I, with like the musket like hidden enough so that I can like use it at a moment's notice, but turned in such a way that it's not necessarily suspicious if I was to, or it wouldn't take much movement, I should say, if I was to like flip around and shoot them. So it's kind of like a mid in between.
Okay. All right. Dr. Carey.
Oh boy, Dr. Carey. Dr. Carey is not at all confident about the right path here. She's not looking happy about the idea. She's not liking how the others are slowly turning their gaze towards the beholder. Is McKevin right with me still?
No, he's not.
He was somewhere else. Okay.
He hid down by the rock near Estria.
Got it. Dr. Carey's gonna cast a spell. little sub arms, sort of hold out her spell book. And she sort of looks down at it. She flips to a page. She starts casting, and then with her two bigger hands, she goes in this like sword manifests in her hand. It's this like glowing scimitar made out of like pure shadow. She casts the spell Shadow Blade,
Cool.
which I can use if I get into the middle of a fight, which she very much looks like she doesn't want to. So I want to. I'm gonna make I will hold the action that if the spectators retaliate at us, I want to actually throw the sword at her because that's something I can do with it. But that's the condition. It's not if they attack, as if the spectators attack us is when she will throw if everybody else is sort of doing the same pylon.
Okay. So just to clarify with the map, you see that shadow, right? In the ridges where you are?
Yes.
That indicates where the 5-foot ledge is. You're up on a higher ledge. Yep. That's where you wanted to be?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Cool.
Would you say that those spectators are in the shadow?
No, they'll be down on the lower floor on the same level as the meteorite.
And it is well lit in here?
It is quite well lit because of the light
Okay.
streaming down from the roof and reflecting off the adamantine. Yep.
Okay. That's a weird question I might ask in the future because attacks with this Shadow Blade have advantage if the target is in shadow.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, no, they're it's well enough illuminated, but there's lots
Yeah,
of
that's
shadow
fine.
in here. There's lots of shadow in here. So yeah, I think that there's.
I think putting that in your brain may become useful at some point. That's all.
Okay. Ace.
Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit into this hallway, and I want to call out to. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm just gonna say, hey, it's dangerous in here. What are you hoping? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Oh, you're talking to the people that just arrived?
Yes. I want to try to warn them that they are kind of walking into an ambush, and are they here for the,
We fear no
meteor?
dangers. We have traversed the endless sea and found the prophesied land
That's
on
awesome.
the child's back. For it has guided us here, though there was much doubt. And now this land is ours.
Cool. But there's it's already somebody else's land.
Not for long.
Just want to make it straight. You only want you don't want anything that may have fallen out of the sky onto it.
They look confused. Their joy kind of turns to confusion. All of the land where we shall raise our families and give birth to our children, and humanity shall find a place again. That is our purpose.
All right, right on. Cool. Okay. Then yeah, it seems like maybe we don't want to fight these guys.
Just to be clear,
I'm-
these people came out of a tear in the sky, and inside of
Right.
that tear in the sky was a lot of water. But they're not
I'm
obsessed
good.
with. They're not obsessed with the water.
Yeah,
They're not from the water of this place.
I was trying to figure out if
some
they're
other
after.
water.
Right, I wanted to see if they were after the Astral, and it seems like they're
Right.
not. So I'm going to do what everybody else is doing and to attack the beholders with a dagger to throw.
Are you within range of the beholder you want to throw out there? There seems to be like lots of rocks kind of in the way.
Yeah, like I can't hit any of the ones on the, but maybe I can. No, actually, I don't think I have a line of sight to.
And you can
So,
still
no,
present yourself further though, if you want.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that was. Let's see how much movement. I'm going to move over kind of near McKevin and ready.
you kind of hear this strange growling of... It seems like mechanical growling coming from back at the cave entrance. And then the growling kind of quietens. The little grapefruit-sized ones kind of don't really seem to be very aggressive at all. The old fellow with the crazy beard is like, the smokers are here. Enola, go and find somewhere safe, lass. It's not where we want to be standing. We have a fight on our hands for this land yet. And leading by example, the old fella kind of jogs around the rocks to hide and peering back at the cave entrance, kind of giving his back to you inside the cave. The obvious leader kind of does the same, kind of like strolling up next to Veena and then giving his back and looking back towards the entrance. Following the old man's words, the young girl does come around the side. Kevin wanders to the middle of the cave and seems to be fussing around in his satchel. The spectator shoots from one of its eyes at the man who seems to be the leader. And the ray strikes him in the back, blackening his skin.
Ooh. Does that trigger the held actions?
That does trigger the held actions.
Cool.
Sweet.
I would have been aiming at probably the closest target, which I guess is the spectator on my side. So I hit the spectator for 10.
Where's my tag?
I'll just let Ace make his roll. Give us a quick description as this ray beams and blackens this stranger's skin, how each of you reacts.
Axel's just gonna be like, I never trusted you foul beasts! The meteor's ours! And then hit them. Goes for the stalk that specifically shot the ray.
Okay.
As I hear Axel shout his attack up, I look over at the spectator I'm about to shoot and say, never should have trusted a stranger, and then shot.
I think I hear it all going down, and I'm looking at the one Estrie shot at, but I hear the throw my knife without looking, so it goes wild.
Okay. As your attacks turn against the orb, many-eyed creatures, you can hear the rage immediately echo in your head as it shouts, "Betrayers! Betrayers! Betrayers! You too will die." And a ray shoots out towards Estria first, given that Estria did most of the negotiating.
Oh wait, that was a save.
Yeah,
That's not good.
That was a save.
Ish.
So the confusion ray strikes you, which is going to
Wonderful.
leave you without any reactions until your next turn, and you use your action on your melee on your turn to make a melee or range attack against a randomly determined creature within range.
I see.
So you're going to be shooting
Somebody.
any number of targets within the cave. So that could go well for you, or it could go spectacularly badly.
I think I got
All right, well,
17 right now. Damn.
That triggered my. So I was holding
It
off
does.
until they attacked us.
Yes, it
so
does.
I
Go ahead.
it doesn't. I'm gonna roll it as a dagger. So this is just I just literally take this sword made out of shadow and I just chuck it at the. Is the spectator the one that did the zapping?
Yes.
Yes. Is that the small waisted spectator?
I think it's just the closest one to you that
Plain
you're
old-
throwing at is
it's
just
number
the
what?
normal one. Yeah.
Okay.
The normal one.
Right. I'm gonna roll a dagger because it's the same bonus. So this is spectator 1. That is a 19 to hit. That does it?
That does it. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, great. Then there we go.
I actually
creature-
think that's a small wasted one. Just saying.
This creature takes 9 psychic damage as this blade of shadow just comes out of nowhere and runs it right through.
Beautiful. Did we get the wrong target? Did we, Kabuki?
The only reason why I'm saying that is because the one close to me has like a ... next to it, like the name continues.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh.
It's a small wasted one. Okay. You wanted to put that damage on the one that was hit by.
I wanted it to be one that's like in Axel's reach. Is the one that I was looking at.
Okay. So you did 9 damage, correct?
Yes, heavy.
Veena is going to, her sword still in hand, run in and slash the creature. Oh,
Don't hit me, you dumb elf.
she's just about to, and she's like, I'm not used to having such big people fighting next to me, and she's messed up her other attack. Her other opportunity to attack is lost because of her.
The one time we wanted you to be cool.
Your moves are weak, Veena.
Okay. The mother is going to run here, seeing that they were under attack from these strange creatures, and you seem to be helping them. And she's going to, from the air, pluck fire and throw it at the one that shot their leader.
Reese.
It's just a lick of flame.
Who are these people?
Hey, Zozo would like her.
The Cyclops just kind of stands up. He's like, no, seriously? All right. Now I'm gonna kill you all. So annoying.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he would.
do.
I mean, what are they offering you?
And walks over to McKevin, who hadn't calculated that possibility.
Oh no. Hey, Kevin, he should have been doing something fishy.
This guy deserves it.
Should have been helping us out.
Oh, that's a lot of bonus.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice. Oh my.
That would crush me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that
wow.
slams into McKevin, and you see him kind of spitting chunk of blood there, as his internal organs are crushed.
Jeez. Alas, McKevin.
Hearing that telepathic rage, and calling us usurpers and betrayers, kind of just fuels Axel's fire, and he goes into a rage as well, and he's going to continue attacking the one near him.
A mighty blow cuts another great chunk from it. Okay.
I probably should have.
Pick.
Oh no.
Pick a direction first of all. Like let's roll a let's roll a d8, and the top left corner is a 1, and then we're going to go clockwise on the direction that you choose.
Alright. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're going to shoot at the old dude.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
And of course he hits.
Yeah. Oh jeez. That's true. What are you doing?
You want to give us a little description of that there?
I think Esther is gonna be like, all right, just point and shoot, you got this. And she's gonna be kind of like head wobbly because confuse ray, and instead of shooting at the spectator again, she's like wobbly and like misfires that way and just shoots the old dude.
Nice.
I would also like to ask, are these aberrations technically? Because those are my favorite enemy. I think they would get a damage bonus, but I can wait for next round to do that.
Apparitions?
Aberrations.
Aberrations. Aberrations, I think they might be aberrations, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
The old man is not, but...
No.
Good.
Well, I mean, it's good to know, but...
All right, Dr. Carey.
Dr. Harry, what is it like when Estria shoots her gun? Like, what kind of a gun is it? What sort of noise does it make?
An explosion, like a musket explosion. Yeah.
Okay, so this crack goes off, and she sees the old man sort of stagger, and she goes, "Wait, what? Who are?" And she sort of reaches out a hand, and like in her hand, the blade just forms again in her hand, because as a bonus action, I can just teleport it back to my hand because that's part of the spell once I have concentration.
Nice.
And so she says, as she says, the sword just manifests back in her hand. She says, "Wait, who are we attacking again?" And she doesn't wait for an answer. She just throws the sword back at that spectator she hit the first time. But she's sort of shouting if something has gone off with the plan. So this is the not small. Yes, the small-waisted one. All right, so same thing. That is a 14 to hit.
Nice.
Does that hit? Oh, it tells me if it hits. Yes, hits them. All right. So that is 2d8. I did not roll that correctly.
Big roll, baby. Big roll, baby.
Whoops, I should roll it on the actual target, shouldn't I? Sorry. Well, too late now. I've committed. That is 7. Ugh, it's terrible. 7 damage of psychic damage against that spectator.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed rolling it on the target.
The spell doesn't have a damage dice?
No, it doesn't have damage that's built in. I'm sorry, it does have damage dice. Well,
You did it last time, yeah.
Yeah, I did. You're right. Okay, do you want me to roll it again, or I just rolled it now?
You've murdered it, so tell us what it looks like.
Okay. Well, it's psychic damage, so I think some sort. What I imagine is the shadow blade sort of just pierces through it, and it's weird. Its central eye sort of scrambles, and it bursts out some sort of wave of aberrational mind communication that we simply cannot comprehend. Sort of out, and it explodes in some gross psychic explosion of completely foreign intelligence.
Nice. You can almost feel the reaction from all the little ones that are like by it. Ace.
Okay,
All right. I'm gonna call out to the guy that just got shot. The floating things did something. We're on your side. We'll help you take this land, but we want the meteor. And I'm gonna run over to this spectator and just attack him with my rapier. Stab at it.
This deal is acceptable to us. I told you they were nice, the little girl says.
Damn, rolling bad. I just it's a flying target again. It's hard for me to get the beat on him and stab him.
So is the spectator that died the one that put confusion on Estria?
No.
Okay.
It was this one that I just stabbed at. And
Okay, you're hearing scuffed footsteps from the entrance.
Is it a free action for me to look through the eyes of my familiar?
Is it?
No, it's actually it's an action.
It's action to do that. Okay.
Yeah, and you can't move, and you can't. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
warging in.
This combat tracker's too long.
Okay, so the little ones are gonna like shoot little rays at Ace, who's attacking their god.
I deserve it.
Nice.
Just give me your teeth.
Dodging, weaving.
All right, you've completely avoided any damage from it. Yeah, they're gonna try and frost ray you first as their go-to.
Dodge one. Dodge one and right into the other. Woo.
Frostry.
Three freezing beams leap out. You're able to flip and twist away from two, but one catches you and you feel the kind of icy burn.
Carrie says within... Nope, sorry.
Sorry, carry on. Yeah, tell me.
Carrie says within earshot of Veena, oh, maybe we should have gone back to the academy.
Told you.
No, we made the right call.
The other two that have lost their boss, essentially, they want no part of this, and they are out of here. One is going to use an action to retreat safely, and then they're going to head towards an exit. So 10, 15.
Run back to school, you babies.
This one's headed for the door. All right. The old man, having been shot in the back, is most unhappy, whirls around, and throws at the culprit of the attack a flask, kind of like a burning flask that is sizzling in his hand.
We just told you what happened.
Oh. Oh wait, no, I did it. All right.
It was the floating things. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
And it explodes right there up on the rock with you.
Should only be half, right? Or no? Does it not count? You
Yeah,
succeeded the save.
Yeah, so for half the damage.
Okay. I can work with that.
The man holding the harpoon is, before moving, gonna pull what looks to be some sort of very well-made pistol from his hip, and he's going to fire some shots at the people that have just come in the cave. Two loud explosions ring out as chunks of metal slam into the first person into the cave. A voice rings out from the entrance. You'll die in this cave, mariner. The young girl's not sure what to do at this stage. No! Don't attack him. He was the one I was waving to. It must have been an accident. Why did you shoot old Greg?
It was an accident.
I'm assuming I'm still confused.
No. I think it was
okay.
the effect was on your turn, and that's it. So.
Oh, okay. But at this time, I would say then, well, that laser beam he shot at me was kind of, like it messed up my senses and such. I didn't really intend to shoot you, old man. I do apologize for that.
McKevin disappears from view. He disappears from view, and nobody knows what happens to him after that. I'm just going to put him
McKevin.
somewhere that is out of the way of combat. The spectator that now has Ace standing next to him doesn't feel comfortable with an enemy so close and is going to use one of its rays.
I should have moved.
You feel a paralyzing sensation roll through your body for a moment, but you shake it off and you're able to move.
No, thank you.
Veena's like, there's no way I'm fighting that one-eyed ogre. Like, not from close anyway. And she pulls out
Scared?
not scared, just not stupid. And she pulls out a bow and takes a couple of shots at it instead. God, did I just roll another natural one?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, oh,
Veena,
get out of my way, lion! And she's like,
he ain't even in front of you.
she's gonna back off to
How
over here.
is she the popular one again?
I don't know. She seems to be one of those celebrities who's just useless.
Okay, the woman's gonna kind of come around the side of the rock here, and vines rip through the earth. I can feel the plants of Mother Earth again, she says, and they begin to snag all those in the area.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Ah. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah.
It grabs a good 4 out of the 5 of them, but the eye-patched bald man who seems to be in charge of the smokers, as they were called, just tears through the plants. Not good enough, Helen. And that will bring us to the Cyclops, who stares around. Let's see, they're going to head towards... who's going to be the unlucky one? Let's say Axel.
He was going after him next anyways.
Save him some movement speed.
Oh. Let me click on that. That didn't work. Let's try again. Oh, you feel the air move on either side of you, but you're good. All right, that will bring us to and that's where we're going to leave things. So,
I was gonna say this looks like you're going for the chores. Great.
Oh boy.
We might have got ourselves in a little bit of a predicament here.
It was gonna happen regardless.
I mean, it's just an endless horde.
We were gonna have to fight. I mean, regardless, we were gonna have to fight 2 of these factions. I feel
At least.
at least one of them for sure.
all right. So, thank you everyone for keeping us company, and hope to see you next time, where we see if the Cyclops pounds them one by one into the earth, or they overcome this very strange clash of factions in the newly claimed land of those from Waterworld. Until then, take care and see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.